Hello and welcome everyone back to an F1 Manager video. Today we'll be doing the Japanese Grand Prix for the Japan race, or Suzuka circuit. We have between episodes, we have signed a new affiliate of Paul Aaron, as he is now an affiliate for our team and our future prospect and could be in the car next season. We've got 3 affiliates now: Paul Aaron, Wirtz and Ben Hopen. And currently in the in the F1 standings, we got Max Verstappen on top over Leclerc and Norris. In the F2, it's Oliver Behrman over Kimi Antonelli and Bortoleto. Currently Paul Aaron sits in 7th with how he's going. And in F3, we have Dino Beganovic in 1st over Gotha and Tremnitz. Arvin Lindblad's gotten 39 points in the last race weekend, getting all his points and putting him up to 4th. We've got Charlie Wirtz in 9th at the moment, and we've got Van Hopen all the way down the bottom in 26th, yet to score a point. So we'll get on to things. We're going to do all these things here, just do the top ones to get as many points as we possibly can. Hopefully that sponsor plan is enough for us. Hopefully it is. We've completed a scout on signs, so just in case we want him next season, we've got him in with a chance. We're not going to do a buyout fee, we'll just buy him at the end of the season if we can. We'll put on the new rear wing, as that's available now. We have one new chassis available. We're going to have that on Enzo Fittipaldi's car. Do the race targets. We're going to do 21st to higher because we haven't been finishing high at all. So we got to go with the lowest.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan. This unique track is
Simulate to qualifying.
welcome to qualifying.
giving them the setups ready for the race.
Okay, that's the green light now. And radio check.
Yeah, radio check, okay.
Okay, that's loud and clear.
Radio check, radio check. Yeah, radio is good.
Radio check, radio check. We no longer need any liftoff for fuel.
Yes, sir.
Put them on full push for the
Yeah,
lap.
copy.
Hopefully they can go away in this session, as we've only got one run to do it. So Van Dorn's going faster than Fittipaldi at the moment, because Fittipaldi's gone worse in both sectors to Van Dorn. As they're about to come up to the line to finish their laps. Fittipaldi sets a 1:31.7 and
Slow down.
Van Dorn sets a 1:39.
A little bit of liftoff.
Yeah, copy.
And with one step more management, turn 12.
Yeah, copy.
Copy. Mode charge, mode charge.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Okay, copy.
That's probably going to be our only lap of qualifying because it's raining now. So we've done better than Joe and that's it. And Russell's looking like he'll be out the session, as he's currently sitting in 19th. Send them out for another lap just to see if they can improve. I doubt they will, but they can try their best.
No. Lift off.
Okay.
Overtake available.
Copy.
No lift off needed from our side.
Yeah, copy. Copy.
So they're about to come across the line. It's a green first sector from both of them and a yellow second sector from both. And no improvement on Van Dorn's side. And Fittipaldi does improve, but doesn't change position. So it's 20th and 21st on the track.
It won't be long before we get underway.
Onto the race now.
Well, it's great to
So we're
have you
doing
with us,
soft
folks, as we
inters
settle in
out
for
of our
weekend
strategy
Grand Prix action.
for the moment. It could change.
Get ready. It's the Japanese Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Away we go for the race. We'll leave them on medium aggression off the start, as Fittipaldi is currently just, well, behind Zhou Guanyu at the moment, as Russell's pretty low on the grid here. As we have Endo and Joe both fighting each other for position. As it seems like Joe's going to win out in that battle, so we're currently in last and second last. As Joe and Russell battle each other position, and so do Van Dorn and Fittipaldi. Van Dorn getting over the top of Fittipaldi by taking the position, as Enzo goes for a battle on the inside, and he gets the position successfully. Going to lower how fast they go, because we don't want them to burn their tyres too much. Here as having their tyres saved would be ideal. We're going to make Van Dorn push more to get himself up to where Russell is and Joe. As so far it's working, as those two seem to be battling ahead. So Van Dorn is catching up. And Van Dorn looks to overtake Russell around the outside, and does so for a second, but then backs off into the turn, into 130R, and Stroll's got a mechanical fault on his end, so it's not good for him, as we got Van Dorn pushing for position, as Joe's burning his tyres a bit quicker than you would hope. Joe making an overtake on Van Dorn, so we're going to make Van Dorn come down on his tyres, as we don't want to burn too much through them. And we'll do the same with the fuel. Magnussen's had a lock-up into one of the turns, into turn 8. So he's gone down a couple of positions. And Russell's now up into 18th. Well, Joe cutting off Van Dorn there, as Van Dorn was looking to make an overtake but couldn't. Another yellow flag, this time it's Sergeant locking up into turn 11. As Van Dorn's still stuck behind Joe, so we'll make him push a little bit harder to get himself ahead. As Enzo seems to be going around the outside, or was looking to, in 130 up. But no move made.
Rain is coming in 8 minutes.
We're just getting stuck behind Joe at the moment, so if we get ahead we need to push as hard as we can to stay away. Gonna push as fast as we can to get past him, as it seems like he's going around on the inside of Van Dorn. It's actually starting to get really annoying being stuck behind Joe, as he keeps on holding us up, but we can't pull away from him. Now we're starting to drop back from Joe, so now we have no one ahead of us.
Copy.
It's starting to rain now, so soon we'll be in for a treat. As Stroll gets some sort of issue with his car, and Sergeant locks up, causing him to be ahead of us now.
There is train coming.
Yeah, copy.
And down the inside goes Enzo on Sergeant, and he gets the position off of Sergeant, going up into P21. So it's starting to get a bit heavier with the rain, as Enzo's been told to go a little bit harder on his tyres, as he still has room to use. As now Sergeant's dropped out of DRS and Enzo's got DRS on Van Dorn. So it's good to see as Van Dorn's pushing ahead. So we're going to tell Van Dorn to stop fighting his teammate, as Fittipaldi is faster at the moment, as there seems to be a few drivers coming in. We might go a little early on Van Dorn to get him in for an inter-stop, as it seems like everyone's coming in, so we're going to double stack, as the double stack would be better than just not pitting at all. As yeah, everyone boxing in for a pit stop, so we're going to double stack and hope that we can get somewhat decent stops out of this. As we've been jumped by Sergeant, so not the most ideal thing, but it is what it is.
Sergeant inside.
And the speed through here is there's nothing really going on in our races, so we just can get through as fast as possible to see how things go later on in the race, as it's currently stuck in inters for quite a while, and we're going to be stuck in P20 and 22nd for a while as well.
We no longer need any liftoff for fuel.
Copy.
There is a debris, so have a good look where you go. But it seems okay.
Got a crash with multiple cars at the front of the grid by Leclerc and I think that's Perez, or Verstappen. And Leclerc's gone through the barriers out into
And
the
you can
stands.
just feel the frustration.
As now we may as well pit on for a new set of inters if we have to, and we do. So we're going to pit for a new set of inters on both cars.
We want to box both cars.
Box this lap.
We go for inter.
Pit lane. Yeah, confirm.
Sargent seems to be going out and staying out of the pits, so he'll gain a couple of positions. As Van Dorn is currently sitting in P19. He's been held up in the pits.
Sorry.
And down in the pits? Oh, that's a slow one.
Slow down.
We need more lift and coast.
Okay.
Gonna put them on conserve so they don't use too much battery or anything, as we don't want to cook the tyres when they're completely new.
So safety car in this lap. At the restart, it will be mode race.
Copy.
Front on the cold side.
How are my tires?
The tyres are on the cold side.
So now we get ready to go racing again in the race, as Sonoda has a mechanical fault. Off we go. There's Perez and Leclerc who crashed in the crash, as now we go on racing again. We're going to put them on conserve because we might be able to go all the way to the end on these inters if possible, as it's also going to be clearing up towards the end of the race, so we might have a little period of softs being better, as Van Dorn looks to make the move on Joe but hasn't quite been able to do it, as he's still searching for the move. As Van Dorn's stuck behind Joe for the moment, and so's Enzo Fittipaldi. As Van Dorn gets up a position on Joe.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Okay.
No overtake.
Yeah.
Enzo Fittipaldi losing out on DRS on Joe at the moment, as Van Dorn's not too far from the pack, as he seems to be losing out on DRS, as well as Joe, who's lost out on DRS on Van Dorn. Sargent's pit for a new set of inters, which will put us up into 17th and 19th in this race. As now Van Dorn's caught up to Bottas and a couple of cars ahead as Magnussen comes into the pits for a new set of inters. As Joe gets position on Van Dorn as he goes up into P16.
It's okay.
is currently... We currently sit in 16th and 17th, which will change to 15th and 16th soon, and maybe even quicker as Hulkenberg
Oh
pits.
dear, that's not a good stop.
And Hulkenberg's had a pit issue, which caused him to fall down the grid, as we're now up into 15th and 16th on track, as Fittipaldi is the lead of the two drivers. Hulkenberg trails right behind us now on fresh centres, so I'd like to keep him behind. Fittipaldi spins out, and he's got himself in an issue with the spin.
Copy.
Have a good check of track conditions.
DRS enabled.
We need to stop protecting the rear.
Copy.
Fuel is okay.
Our tire status okay to run?
Very poor grip with this tire.
Copy. Box.
What's the lap?
We're going on inter. Cool the rear.
Yeah, copy.
How are you finding his tires? Question. Okay.
Final lap now of the race, as Albon's currently sitting in the points, and probably will score points for Williams, as it gets very close between the two. We finish 18th and 19th in the race, our best finish yet,
We tried everything.
which is not a good thing, so we got some improving to do. As Hulkenberg's very close to Albon, they might be able to take the position by the end of the lap, as he's not too far behind Albon. Albon on very worn tyres, just holding on to his position, as Hulkenberg won't take the move and Albon will come home for a point for Williams.
Sometimes I think you just have to accept.
Max Verstappen wins the race over Sainz and Norris. Albon gets the first point for Williams, as we come in a P18 and 19, with not a great race for us again, but could have been better. As in the drivers, Max Verstappen leads over Norris and Leclerc. Leclerc didn't even score points today, as he went out of the race due to a collision with Perez. We currently sit in 20th and 21st in the standings, as Joe Guanyu is currently in last. In the constructors, we currently sit in last position out of all the teams, as Mercedes leaps over Aston Martin and gets up in a position. For the fastest pit stops, we got 2 points for Enzo Fittipaldi's stop, and we currently sit in a P9 for the fastest pit stops, as that we got all our money for the race targets. But anyways guys, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you want to see more race F1 managing content, be sure to be subscribed to my channel. As Enzo Fittipaldi goes up performance ranking, we will have a required response for our next video, as that'll be the next thing we have. But anyways guys, see you next time.